This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
There it is. Hey, everybody. Happy almost Christmas. Happy almost Hanukkah. Happy nearly Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate, it is the holiday party here on the After Party Live. Thank you for being here. And we have a lot going on today with a late start because of all the things we tried to pack into the Mark Thompson show. And today we are virtually traveling and we have some trivia. And we have some stories to get to. Before we hop in to do that, I do want to say, that's why we have to be fast today, because there's no time for breaks. There's no rest for the wicked. Nullifidian, there's no break. There's none of that today. This is holiday party business. No, we had such a late start that I feel like if I can't take a break, otherwise we got to, we're going to leave stuff out. Ooh, it was so stormy for the last 2 nights. In the middle of the night, it feels like the sky is opened up right over my house. Last night when it rained in San Jose, it was really loud, says SF Tesla. It's clouding up, could rain some more. Yeah, it's been super rainy here in the North Bay. I hope everyone has a really, really good day, whether you're going this holiday alone, whether your family is waiting for you, whether you're just taking this minute for yourself to just take a breath and relax and just kind of zone out on the show and spend some time together with chatters. Whatever it is, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we are together, and I feel all warm and cozy inside. One of the best things to come out of this YouTube thing is this community we've built and the relationships with you guys. And so I'm very, very happy that we've been able to do this on the YouTube, and that we continue the Mark Thompson show, the Nikki Maduro show, and this show, the After Party Live. So I'm very grateful to you for being a part of it. Looking at, just started to pour, Rev says, straight like an overhead shower. Yeah. Storming in Texas also, says Rhonda. There's season for it, I guess. Rain woke Cheryl up. Yeah, super, super rainy and super loud at night. Click that like button. Thank you, Gordon, for the reminder. I will also say, this is a good question. Dan wants to know if the Nikki Maduro show is going on this week. And the answer is, I'm not sure. I have to talk to Nikki, but I didn't want to bother her on Christmas, but we'll get it together and do something. I'm just not exactly sure what. I know that she wanted to go visit her brother in Arizona. So that may be what's happening on Thursday, and I'm just not sure. I wish I had a more definitive answer. But if you click the bell right next to the subscribe button, whenever we go live, you'll be notified and you'll be able to be here for it. Huge thank you to Trevor Starr in Hollywood. Kim, if you hung your stocking here, everyone would fill it up. Please show the picture I sent you. Oh, I do want to show the picture you sent me. Trevor's daughter has the coolest, see if I can pull it up. I'm sorry, I didn't save it on my thing. Nutcracker collection, and we share a name, although her name is Kimmy and I don't usually go by Kimmy, but her name is some variation of Kim, so we'll take that. And I have a Nutcracker collection, but mine is like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 Nutcrackers maybe. Kimmy has like almost 200 Nutcrackers, I think, and it's cool. They're like, she has them on a stage. It's almost like a whole thing. Here, let me see if I can show you. Okay, I think I can pull this up. I'm sorry that I didn't have it ready. I didn't think about sharing it, Trevor, but I'm glad you had this idea. Kate, check this out. Here is her. I'm going to take your comment off the screen, and thank you so much for your contribution. You really allow the show to go forward, Trevor, so thank you. But check this out. Look at all of Kimmy's Nutcrackers. Is that wild? That's a great collection. Here's some more she has. Look at that. Very cool. She's got some really nice ones in there. Mine aren't the fancy kind from Germany. It looks like she has some of the good ones. I don't know how I started collecting nutcrackers, and I haven't collected them for a while. I just kind of snapped one up when I saw it every year for a while, and I ended up with quite a few. And then people gave me some, but look at hers. Hers are really good. To the point where, as I mentioned before, she has a special steps built for them, like a place to showcase them. I love that. They're really cool. So interesting to look at too. Thank you, Trevor. And I hope you and Kimmy and everybody else has the most fantastic holiday. That's my email, sorry. And I'm loving the decorations. Last night we drove around the neighborhood, and near my house, there is this house that has, it's one of those where they cover the entire lawn, all the fences, everything outside is in bright lights, and people stop and come. It's on the light tour. And people come and stop, and they have a sleigh in the yard, and people take pictures. And right across the street, someone put a sign in lights that says ditto with an arrow over there because it's so good. But if you drive up the hill from that, and I didn't know this until last night, there are lights strung on all the trees, and it looks like you turn the corner into a lighted forest. Really incredible. So if you I find that I'm guilty of coveting. So if you I am a prolific nutcracker. That's right. If you manage to go and get outside and go see some lights despite the rain wherever you may be, it's worth it. Kind of brings you a little holiday cheer. So, you're welcome for showing those. You built the display shelves. That's really cool. Yeah, you might need to expand the display department. She's got a big collection going. Yeah. Saw the ditto lights on a commercial for something. Yeah, that's a couple blocks from my house, so pretty funny. All right, let's jump into these stories because I do want to. And again, huge thank you, Trevor, for the contribution. I just want to make sure you know I'm very, very grateful for that. Really, really. It's been a slow December, so very, very much appreciated. All right, let's jump into these stories because I want to have time for some of them. And I don't know if you saw this story about a statue of the baby, the sweet baby Jesus, but here it is. This Jesus statue, unfortunately, was stolen. I know. You're thinking, who would steal baby Jesus? Well, let me tell you, somebody with tremendous guilt. Baby Jesus was stolen from a nativity scene in Fort Collins, Colorado. And it was at the old nativity scene at the old town square in Fort Collins. And police had put out a picture. They had this grainy picture of this person that was running off with the baby Jesus. Now we know the baby Jesus has been returned. The police department sent out an update saying the statue was anonymously dropped off at a fire department in Fort Collins 4 days after it was taken, and it had a note taped to its face reading, "I'm really sorry. I made a dumb mistake in the moment. It won't happen again." Police said the businesses that own the nativity scene do not want to press charges against the thief. They appreciated the apology note, and that is the way it is. But I think it's funny that they dropped the baby Jesus as if it was a baby that needed shelter from a storm off at the fire department. There's the firefighters with the safe baby, Jesus. Look at how funny. Old Town Fort Collins. I gotta love the note. Somebody felt really, really guilty. I saw this and I thought, we have to look at these. Just have to look at these. This is a listing of the best aurora lights pictures. The images from the Northern Lights Photographer of the Year Awards, because we know we had some really good Northern Lights. They're presented by Capture the Atlas, and the photos and the honors are for the photographers who captured the aurora images, but also the stories that go along with them. So I wanted to make sure that we took a little look at some of these photos. This is number one. Wow. Look at that picture. Isn't it incredible? It's a lake, if you're listening on the podcast, kind of snow, trees, a lake, and green, yellow, pink, blue, purple lights lighting up the sky. Just beautiful. This was in May of this year. The photographer said I was shooting at one of my favorite spots along the Sonoma County coastline. This is where I live. What? About 2:30 a.m., I was surprised to feel my phone buzz with a notification as my location has sporadic cell coverage. The alert was one I never expected and will never forget. A fellow photographer who was in Nepal at the time messaged me, "Get as far north as you can by sunset. It's going down tonight." An historic geomagnetic storm, possibly peaking at G5, was predicted. I immediately drove home to grab my Atlas pack full of cold weather gear. My gut told me to head to Crater Lake National Park in Oregon. Okay, so this is in Oregon. Shortly into the drive, I learned that one of the roads was completely closed because of snowfall, but I was prepared for deep snow, so I pressed on. Confident and armed with snowshoes, I settled on a spot along the southern rim east of the Crater Lake Lodge, which was closed due to the extreme snow levels. My image, Carpe Diem, reflects the magnificent display of geomagnetic energy that weekend set against the iconic, unforgettable alpine landscape. Wow. That's dedication in photography right there. Number 2 on the list. Look at that. It looks like something from another planet. Looks like rocky coastline with red in the sky, almost like a red halo. Really, really interesting. This one is from Asturias, Spain. The photographer said, "I remember talking with friends years ago, saying all we are missing are the auroras, and the day finally arrived. I came across several alerts on social media, along with notifications from a few mobile apps, all signs pointing to something big. On the first night, nothing happened. On the second night, the solar storm hit and everything aligned perfectly, and I was able to enjoy this incredible dream throughout the night." So cool. This next one is called "In the Rays of the Solar Wind," and it's the coolest picture. It looks like AI, does it not? But it isn't. Mm-mm. This is the Rybaki Peninsula in Russia. It's at the northern edge of the Kola Peninsula, a unique natural area home to many fascinating locations with numerous stone beaches and rocks featuring unusual shapes and structures. The photographer fell in love with this place during their visit 10 years ago, and now every year they try to return and capture something new. So this one is very green. The coast looks green, the sky looks green and blue, and the rocks really stand out. Oh, beautiful. Almost doesn't even look like our world, does it? This one looks like Kilauea. How cool is this? Doesn't it look like Kilauea? It definitely looks like fire and brimstone. This was taken on the African savanna under the lights of the southern aurora, taken in Namibia. The photographer said that early in the night, the eastern sky was clear where the Milky Way was set to rise. Seizing the opportunity, I prepared my gear. As I worked through the layout of the Milky Way's core, I noticed a red spot on the horizon over the next few hours. It grew into a massive red explosion, illuminating much of the sky. The glow persisted throughout the night as the Milky Way shifted westward, forming a morning arch. The southern sky glowed red and orange with the Milky Way rising through the vibrant hues. Wow. Incredible. Here's another one. And this one was taken at Mount Cook National Park in New Zealand. And the display, breathtaking, one of the most breathtaking sights this photographer ever witnessed. A magical evening watching the lights dance across the crystal clear sky. Beautiful. Look at those colors. The next one. That's what an idyllic place to see that. Those lights. Wow. This was taken in Istria, Croatia. The Milky Way arch with Orion, the aurora, the zodiacal light, the zodiacal light, is that what how you would pronounce it? And the Perseid meteors. As if that wasn't enough, the sky gifted me with one of the most stunning greenish air glows I've ever seen. And the close conjunction of Jupiter and Mars right along the path of the zodiacal light. Wow. There's a lot going on in that picture. It looks like an explosion, a firework explosion in the middle of the northern lights. Incredible. Here's one. Look at that. The sky glows pink, chunks of ice floating in a lake or a waterway. This was taken in Patagonia Fjords, Chile. We've been there virtually together, haven't we? They got incredibly lucky, says the photographer. When this G5 storm hit in May, we were camped on an iceberg beach deep in the wilderness of the Patagonia fjords when this incredible display unfolded. It is really incredible. Look at that. And do you see the lights, the stars reflected in the fjord? Wow. Look at this one. Looks like you could caption it heaven and hell with the heavenly skies and the lava. This was taken in Iceland. It's called Magic of the North. The photographer says, I've dreamed of capturing this shot for years. And this year, everything aligned perfectly during my annual Iceland workshop, where our group witnessed the sheer power of nature as Iceland's most recent active volcano erupted just days before. After spending hours shooting and soaking in the incredible scene, we started to wrap up and head back to the car. Then, to our amazement, the northern lights began dancing across the sky. I quickly launched the drone, sending it on a mission to capture this wild spectacle. Navigating through the wind, heat, and low visibility surrounding the volcano, I managed to capture a vertical panorama just as the volcanic smoke and ash shifted to the side. Moments later, the dreaded battery warning sounded, and I began the tense journey back. By this point, the wind had really picked up. I thought the drone was a goner, but with only 1% battery left, it somehow limped back to safety. And look at that picture. Incredible. And I have two more. Look at this one. That's pretty cool. This one was taken in Wyoming. They say, the photographer says, I drove to the Devil's Tower, Wyoming to witness the solar storm, and it delivered, reaching a historic KP9 with auroras visible worldwide, and the vibrant lights danced overhead. The aurora offered a strange sense of comfort. Beautiful. And lastly, this one looks like, I don't know, Mordor? Something out of some other planet, some other life. Look at that. It looks like jagged trees in a lake or an ice field, glowing pink and red behind. This was taken in Lake Tulondo, Australia. Bursts of red, orange, pink dancing above the still waters of this lake, the colors reflecting off the lake, creating an almost mirror-like effect that felt surreal. The dead trees along the shoreline stood silhouetted against the night sky as the aurora rippled and shimmered, turning the entire scene into something out of a dream. The photographer writes, it was one of those moments I felt that felt like pure magic. I spent the rest of the night at that location, capturing several images, a time lapse until dawn broke. Wow, amazing. So those are the pictures, the awarded pictures for best aurora lights, and I think they're all really well deserving. I don't know if you saw this, but we have a latest theory on Stonehenge. Yes, we do. And there've been a lot of them about what people were doing and why. A new set of archaeologists think they're the ones that have solved this 4,500-year-old Stonehenge mystery. They think Stonehenge served as a community building do it yourself project. Really, that's what you got? They published their details of their study in the journal Archaeology International. They say Stonehenge provided a unifying communal project for indigenous Neolithic tribal Britons in the face of newcomers from Germany and the Netherlands. It's all based really on the altar stone at Stonehenge. It's the 6.5 ton portion of the monument's central formation. And they couldn't figure out really where it had come from or why it was there. But they say, new geological evidence that appears to confirm that it came from Scotland. And so experts know now, they say, that all of Stonehenge's pieces are not indigenous to this immediate area, and some came from miles and miles away. And the researchers say the fact that all of the stones originated from different distant regions make it unique among the more than 900 stone circles in Britain. And it suggests that the stone circle may have had a political as well as a religious purpose. That knowing this, they think that this monument served as unification for the peoples of Britain, celebrating their eternal links with ancestors and the cosmos. Okay. So it's a what? Calendar? It's a marks where the solar system is. It's a community building project. I can handle that. Okay. We need to travel now, or we're not going to get to our Travel Tuesday segment. And I thought we the last couple of Travel Tuesdays have looked at where to go that's most Christmassy. This time around for Travel Tuesday, I thought, why not go to the beach? And there's Santa with a cocktail in hand, looking out at the ocean. We're going to Acapulco for Christmas Eve day. That's right. Get ready for a little trip. It's going to be a quick trip, but a trip nonetheless. One of the things that I wanted to start with was the Acapulco Christmas market. Look at that. Lots of fun stuff to buy, lots of gifts everywhere. Pretty fun. This is the Acapulco Christmas market. And if you were having Christmas in Acapulco, you've got to take a day trip to see the Christmas decorations. It is apparently one of the things to do, a variety of traditional Mexican Christmas sweets in Acapulco. They have buñuelos, tamales, pan de polvo. The treats are often made with unique ingredients and flavors specific to the holiday season, making them a must try for the area in December. You can find them at the Christmas market, along with unique gifts, decorations. You can browse the stalls selling handmade crafts, jewelry, and other items. Sample the local food and drink. Fun and festive way to get into the holiday spirit. And if you are in Acapulco, you must try this. It is Ponche Navideño, a traditional Mexican Christmas punch made with fruits, spices, and sometimes alcohol. It is delicious. It's a warming drink often served at posadas navideñas and other holiday gatherings. Try ponche navideño. They say it's a must do experience in Acapulco in December. They have the main square in Acapulco called the Zocalo. And here's a picture of it. It's decorated, there are lights up, it's very festive. Christmas trees, festive decorations during December. They say the Zocalo in Acapulco is a great place to take a stroll and soak up the holiday atmosphere. Maybe even do some last minute holiday shopping for some unique gifts or souvenirs. Pretty fun. By the way, the weather in Acapulco in December, pretty nice. It's usually averages around 70 degrees in Acapulco in December, sometimes a little bit warmer. Pretty good. And if you're there for New Year's, check this out. The holiday lights along the coast, you can take boat tours to see the Christmas lights, or if you're there for New Year's, you can see the fireworks. That's pretty beautiful. They have something in Acapulco called the Centro Internacional Acapulco, which is pretty special. This, you can see it all lit up here. The International Center. Lots of things to see in here, rich with cultural heritage. Pretty good. And I think the last picture I have for you is the Acapulco Holiday Parade. And it's a big thing. They have lots of kind of like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. They have lots of really big balloons and floats. They have a lot of cartoon characters. I saw pictures of Superman and Batman. You can see Santa in the photo here, along with some type of happy face emoji coming behind. Yeah, beautiful and a really big deal. People line the streets and they do it up. So this is the Acapulco Holiday Parade. And there you go. A little virtual trip to Acapulco for Christmas. Are you guys ready for trivia? This was a suggestion yesterday because Thursday the show will be dark. So we didn't want to miss trivia this week. So we'll do it now. This is trivia Christmas Eve. All right. Not Thursday, but close enough. And for this trivia segment, I have compiled, because we did holiday trivia last week, so I've compiled some religious trivia questions. All religions. We're not just picking on one. The first one. You guys ready? Hold on, I'm going to go back to the chat, make sure I have it ready so I can see your answers. Here we go. Okayus Mama says every town in Mexico has parades for holidays. This one looked kind of like a big deal, though. Yeah. Life is more fun in Acapulco, says Mindy. Happy Hanukkah 3 hours early. Oh, happy Hanukkah, Lori. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. The first question of Trivia Christmas Eve edition. The world's first endowed professorships were bestowed by Lady Margaret Beaufort at Oxford and Cambridge in what discipline? Religious/academic discipline. The world's first endowed professorships at Oxford and Cambridge. Me too, but you'd be surprised what you might know. Theology is a good answer. Not the right one. Anglican. Theology, a popular answer. No. Again, it's the world's first endowed professorships in what religious/academic discipline given out at Oxford and Cambridge? Medicine, literature, the Bible, kind of, yes. The answer is divinity. The answer is divinity. The world's first endowed professorships in divinity were bestowed at Oxford and Cambridge. Next, in Renaissance and Baroque art, a particular shade of blue paint made from lapis lazuli was so expensive that it was primarily used for painting the robes of which religious figure? Lapis lazuli blue paint in Renaissance and Baroque art was so expensive that it was primarily used for painting the robes of which religious figure? SJ Lola has it. That would be Mary. Mary. Yep, it was Mary. Well done, SJ Lola. Nullifidian has Mary as well. Valley Star has Madonna Mary. Nice. It was Mary. They used the blue for Mary. What is the name of a Christian bishop's headdress that comes from the Greek word for turban? The name of a Christian bishop's headdress that comes from the Greek word for turban. Yes, John Watson, it is. And I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Mitra? Yeah, John has it. SJ Lola has it. Well done. Yeah, it's not a habit. The mitra. Yeah. Okay, next one. The first known instance of banning coffee was in Saudi Arabia's holy city in 1511, as the drink was believed to stimulate radical thinking. What was this anti coffee city? The first known instance of banning coffee was in a Saudi Arabian holy city in 1511, as the drink was believed to stimulate radical thinking. What was this anti coffee city? Yes, teacher Lori, first to the punch with Mecca. That's right. SJ Lola has it. John Watson has it. Nullifidian has it. And Gordon has it as well. Nice. Okay, next one. Los Angeles saw the first LGBT place of worship for followers of which religion when it opened in 1972? Los Angeles saw the first LGBT place of worship for followers of which religion when it opened in 1972? Teacher Lori says Unitary. The correct answer is Judaism. Yes. SJ Lola has it. Uh Jewish? Yes, Gordon, that's correct. Yes. Well done. What is the political term for the belief in government by divine guidance? I asked Mark this question earlier. He said it within 1 second. What is the political term for belief in government by divine guidance? Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the spelling. I thought that was pretty good. Nullifidian says theocracy. You would be correct. The political term for belief in government by divine guidance is theocracy. Nullifidian, Ren, Rev has it. Teacher Lori has it. Nice. Okay. The next one. The Hindu deities Brahma, Vishnu, and Lakshmi are commonly rather depicted in religious art as sitting or standing on what flower, which is now the national flower of India? The Hindu deities are commonly depicted in religious art as sitting or standing on what flower, which is now the national flower of India? Yeah, the lotus flower. Colleen has it. John Watson has it. SJ Lola, Rev P, Gordon, Teacher Lori, Nullifidian, Mindy, Okayest Mama, Valley Star, Sea Dog, Viewfinders. Well done. The next one. One tradition of the Pueblo religions in the U.S. Southwest is the creation of small cottonwood dolls, which represent spirits. With what name? Small cottonwood dolls representing spirits. This is part of the Pueblo religion. Colleen has it. Kachina dolls. SJ Lola says Kachina as well. Nicely done. Okay, the next one. Costa Rica is the only sovereign nation in America with what branch of Christianity as the official religion? Costa Rica, the only sovereign nation in the Americas with what branch of Christianity as the official religion? Not Protestantism. Gordon has Catholic or Catholic, and that would be correct. Okayest Mama also says Catholicism, and that is correct. Yeah, Costa Rica, the only Catholic country in the Americas. I didn't know it. Did you? At the ripe age of 969, who lived the longest in the Bible? At the ripe old age of 969, who lived the longest in the Bible? Colleen, good on her Bible history. I would not have known this. It is Methuselah. Colleen has it. John Watson has it. Nola Fidian has it. Rev P. SJ Lola. Teacher Lori. Kurt. You guys, I'm forever impressed. In what religion is a book of the dead called the Bardo Thodol read to the dying to help them prepare for a favorable rebirth? In what religion is a book of the dead, the Bardo Thodol, read to the dying to help them prepare for a favorable rebirth? Not Egyptian. Not the Skull and Bones. What else do you got? Not voodoo. A Methuselah bottle is 8 bottles of wine. We have Hindu. We have Hindu. A lot of people say Hindu. The answer is actually Buddhism. In Buddhism, a religion, a book of the dead called the Bardo Thodol is read to the dying to help them prepare for a favorable rebirth. That's Buddhism. Okay, the next one. In the Bible, on what island was Paul shipwrecked? In the Bible, on what island was Paul shipwrecked? According to this, it is Mo. Don't question trivia. That's the first rule of trivia. Oh, Teacher Lori had it. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it. Fantasy Island. Cyprus. Crete. Salvation Island. Tyree Island. The answer is Malta. Paul was shipwrecked on Malta. Hey, I wouldn't have known it either. And thus ends Thursday trivia or Christmas Eve trivia. I thought those are some interesting questions. Did you learn something? I learned a lot. I had no idea. Oh, you didn't hit send. You got to do it. Survive would have been interesting if it landed on Survivor. Yeah. Trevor says this trivia topic is very unfair to knowledgeable atheists. I mean, I knew some of them, and I hadn't studied the Bible much either. I don't know. SJ Lila said, hey, I didn't suck. There you go. Yeah. That's it, says Harry. I need a malted shake. Are you singing Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song yet? No, but I will put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on and sing whatever before we wrap it up, there's the link. Join me for Christmas cheer. You have it. Okayest Mama says I need to pay more attention at church. Rev says we're now more prepared for our new incoming theocracy. Well, we have each other, right? This is our safe place, our safe space. You know? We got to do something. All right. Well, you guys, this is so fun. Jake can sing it. I think Jake is out with his face in a screen at this point. Harry slept through that sermon. But I do want to tell you happy holidays. I do want you to have a wonderful, warm, amazing few days with your families, with seeing the sights, doing whatever feels good to you. Have some hot cocoa, stay warm and stay dry. And I will meet you back here on Monday. I will be broadcasting live from Oregon if all goes well. And so I'll see you on Monday for the Mark Thompson show, and this show will be live as well. And we'll let you know about the Nikki Maduro show. I'll put out some type of message or watch for the notification bell. We were talking about doing something on the 26th, but I'm not sure when she's leaving. So that's kind of up in the air, and I'm sorry to have a question mark lingering over it. Okay. See you Monday, says Mindy. Yeah, Harry, I'm not sure exactly what we're doing. I wish I had more definitive information, but please always email me if you would like me to send you a message when I know. Send me a message. Here is my address. Hold on, I have it. Kim at theafterparty.live. You can email me there and I'll make sure to email you back an answer. So if you would like one, I'm happy to respond. Okay, here we go. I hope you have a really great holiday. Make it the very best one. Don't bring up politics at the dinner table, right? We're not doing that this year, but I hope you guys have a great holiday and thank you for being part of this show and for wanting it to continue. Much appreciated. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time. Happy holidays. Happy merry everything. Bye-bye.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you. You know why I like it, Kurt, is because you can really see the pictures people put up. It's a little bigger. Thank you for noticing. Phineas, happy birthday! Woohoo! Have a really wonderful birthday.
Harry, thank you. Yay! I appreciate it so much. It says, great show. Happy holidays. Thanks, Harry.
You requested a happy birthday song, so I'm gonna give you one. Happy birthday